Are we hot mic?
I told them they should have sound from our camera now. So they can do a quick sound check to see my sound. You guys are live.
Hello, and welcome to the first ever BMB coverage of track and field. I'm James Bickham, joined with...
Bree Boland.
And tonight, for the first ever time, we will be covering a track event. So, Bree, are you excited that we will finally showcase this important sport in our school culture?
I'm extremely excited because I've actually never been to a track and field event, ever. Only time I was there was before one of my games. And I only saw like 3 events, and that's all I know.
Well, Mepham track has been very important until recent years when we have recently won a division title. That's part of why we're doing this today, and to spread awareness of how great our track team is. So today, the Mepham will be facing Herricks, Calhoun, and Jericho in a 4-team meet. And this is really going to be exciting because most of the teams are around the same amount of average points per game, except Herricks, which is far ahead in the lead with 101.7 average points per meet. Bree, do you think Mepham can pull ahead despite being behind by a 30-point deficit on Herricks?
I think they can definitely pull ahead, because especially because they've done so well in the past. So now let's throw it down to the booth.
And this is a historic moment here for BMB as we are filming the first ever track meet here on the BMB YouTube channel. How do you feel about that, Matt?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, you know. Track is not something that we normally cover, as you just stated. But yeah, it's something different and new, and I'm here for it.
I mean, obviously, me too. As we're getting off with the day, it is 3 teams here competing today. Four. Yep. Those 4 teams are made up of Mepham, Herricks, Calhoun, and Jericho. And I'm really looking forward to some of these matches. You know, it's competitive, and it's supposed to be a lot of fun. So, sign me up for a sporting event like this, and let's do this thing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, as we are about to take off, we have a little bit look at the lacrosse teams here at Mepham. Just got off the field a little while ago from practicing, so that delayed the track meet just a little bit. But going into this day, teams are getting ready right now, and this is what we have. The order of events is the 400 meter hurdles. Then we have the 1600 meter, then the 100 meter, then the 400 meter, then the 110 meter hurdles, and then we have the 800 meter, 200 meter, 3,200 meter, the 3,200 meter. Bro, like, that is so long. Let me just say, but like, oh my god. But like, I can't do that. But then we have the 4x400 relay, the 4x100 meter relay, and the 4x800 meter relay. We have a whole bunch of events up in store for today, and honestly, I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. You know, we got a couple of pretty good teams. We got Mepham 5-2 in the league. You know, 4th place. Herricks in 2nd with a 6-1 record, and Calhoun 5-3 in 5th place, and Jericho 3-3 in 8th. So we see here there is a race going on. I believe it is the 400 hurdles.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think it was just going on.
Matt, I do not think so, buddy. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. You can wait. You can wait
Okay.
a little bit longer.
I see people running and jumping over hurdles. Or I
They were
did.
practicing.
How come there was cheering though?
Yeah, they was cheering because it was their own team warming up.
No, it was their team cheering for them.
Okay, so there was a guy jumping over a non-existent hurdle. and, I'm sorry, guys. We are just very anxious to start this because honestly, it's pretty awesome being the first 2 sportscasters in BMB history to commentate a track meet,
Yeah.
especially for the first time in BMB history. So, you know, it's also gonna be cool to see one of the BMB favorites, on-air talents, your very own Minute in Sports, Mepham Minute in Sports, Matt Mano, guys. The Matt Mano, I know. Okay. Fun fact about Matt Mano, recently, after the long-awaited wait, Matt Mano committed to Cornell University. So,
Yeah, he did.
very
After-
prestigious college, and honestly, everyone here at BMB is very proud of him. So, on behalf of me and Matt, I know we could say we're very proud of him, but as a program as a whole, we are very proud of him. Along with special other people on the shoot tonight, Hannah Broxmeyer, who is commonly referred to as the mom, the student mom of this program, committed to Ithaca College. And then there is the dad of the student dad of the program, BMB's very own Sean McQuillan, who you see on the morning announcements pretty much every week, and who is our news director here at BMB. He committed to Pitt, so the University of Pittsburgh. So as a whole, we are going to miss you guys, but honestly, like I said, I'm proud of them. I know you are proud of them, and we're all proud of them, and we're really, I don't know what other word to say it. We're happy to see what they do because I know they're going to do great things in their future.
Yeah, definitely. You know, 4 years in this broadcasting program.
And you can see Hannah right there on the screen right there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the camera pans away from her. All good, all good.
Yeah, after 4 years in this program for Hannah, Mano, Q, and all the other seniors, I just can't wait to see what they go on to do in their careers and how they impact the field of broadcasting.
So I'm telling you right now, each one of those people that I just named, and there's many more. Don't get me wrong, there's many more. But those are the people that are in my eye line, and I know that are directing upstairs right now.
Or running.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just very proud of them. And honestly, they changed people's lives here at BMB, and I know they're going to change people's lives in their future because they do great things here, so they're going to do great things in their future, like we just said.
Now I think we're getting set to get underway with this
It looks like it.
track meet. Yeah. Between, once again, Mepham, Herricks, Calhoun, and Jericho. It's sure to be a pretty good meet here. I believe, the 400 hurdles are first. We will have Mepham's Max Chiotti running in it. So really, with the 400 hurdles, it's 10 hurdles that are 36 inches each. It's 45 meters to the first hurdle, 35 meters in between the hurdles, and 40 meters from the 10th hurdle to the finish line.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get underway here. But, I mean, like we said, it's the first ever track meet that BMB is covering, and honestly, it's going to be a good one, I think. I mean, knock on wood 3 times, I'm very superstitious, but I'm excited to get underway. For like the 9th millionth time I'm saying, I'm just like really excited to get underway here, guys.
Yeah, I believe the hurdles have just come off of the track. So I think we might be on to the 1600, which is, for those of you who don't know, 4 laps around the track. Certainly something that I couldn't do. We have, I believe, 11 people running this event. We have Mepham's very own Noah Mack and Isaiah Contreras, along with a bunch of kids from Calhoun, Herricks, and Jericho. It's a pretty long, tough race, and I'm sure everyone participating will do just great, and will try and secure their school some points. Which, if you don't know the point scoring system, I believe first place gets 6 points, second place gets 4, third gets 3, fourth gets 2, and fifth gets 1. And we will keep you guys updated with the score as the meet goes on.
Yeah, guys, get ready, because this is going to be an action-packed event. That's what I could say here. As we are getting off here, as we take the stage here, as we are starting off, it looks like, as of right now. We'll get a camera on that soon.
We see the runners on the far side of the football field getting ready to start this long journey around the track. I believe it was actually almost a mile, too, which is very impressive.
Yes, it is. Like we said, running is not the easiest thing ever, and I'll just say that. And here we go as we take off, and the runners take off here as we start the first event of the day.
Second.
Get out of here. Second? Is it? No, I don't think it is.
As we see, we got, I believe, someone in Herricks right now taking the lead at first. Oh, Calhoun, sorry.
This is the second event of the night. Sorry, guys.
2 Calhoun kids, followed by Mepham's very own Isaiah Contreras, as they are just about halfway done with their first lap.
As we're taking it underway, Mepham is a strong track team.
They are.
They are. But like I said, like you said too, they are versing very strong opponents like Herricks and Calhoun and Jericho. Calhoun especially because they're in second place, 2 places above Mepham. So it's gonna be a good track meet. That's all I can say.
Yeah, as we see the Mepham Pirates, coached by Brad Rangel, 5-2, but both of their losses have come by less than 3 points. As we see them just finishing their first lap, I believe Calhoun is still in front as of right now, but we actually have 3 Mepham athletes not too far behind.
Yes, Isaiah looks like he's peeking out a little bit. Guys, this is a 1,600 meter.
Yeah, we still got a long way to go.
It's a long way to go, guys. And this is not even the longest one. As you see, you have Noah, along with many other Mepham Pirates up there getting advancing in these in the runners positions. So
yeah,
took me there a minute there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, just a little over halfway in so far. Still got Calhoun out in front.
Pace is picking up now, going a little bit faster. They know that it's coming to close of what is the end of the second lap, halfway through, pacing themselves very well.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I definitely couldn't do this. I have 0 stamina.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, asthma doesn't help me.
I feel that. Just to let you guys know also, while we are filming this game, there is a softball and baseball game Mepham is playing currently here at Mepham High School. So if you're free, you want to come down and you're listening to this, and you want to see a few different games happening at once, it is an action-packed day here at Mepham for sports. And honestly, hopefully it will be a good one. hopefully, maybe we'll come home with 3 victories today. I think that would
Yeah.
be pretty nice. Pretty nice.
That would be great. As we see here, approaching the 2.5 lap mark, we still have 2 Calhoun kids in front, with Isaiah in 3rd, another Calhoun kid, I believe, and then Noah Mack in 5th so far. Really pacing themselves well here. It's, you don't understand, unless you try it, you will never understand how difficult it is to push your body over the top and to endure something like this.
It is. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I did it.
That's impressive.
I did it in middle school, and let me just say, it's tiring. It is. It's not. It's if you do it for a longer amount of time. Like if I did it through middle school and through high school, then it's a different story. But I just did it in 8th grade, so.
As you see, Isaiah Contreras has now moved into 2nd place, and he is
Calhoun's still on top, though.
Calhoun's still on top, but Isaiah is gaining some ground.
Now the pace is really picking up here, as this is the last lap, I'm pretty sure.
Second to last.
No, I think this is the last.
This is at 3. No, the 2. Oh yeah, is this the last?
This is the last.
Oh yeah, it is the
Here, as
last.
the pace is picking up, Calhoun is taking a long stride, going faster and faster and faster and faster, and Isaiah is shortly trailing behind here. It's very, very close, very, very
As you're
close.
coming down the home stretch, Isaiah trying to gain some ground.
Can Isaiah pick it up?
Down to the finish, and it is Calhoun on top with
And Isaiah Contreras comes in 2nd for Mepham.
As now we have another Calhoun kid placing 3rd, followed by Noah Mack in 4th, another Mepham kid in 5th, and then Herricks in 6th, I believe.
Like we said, Calhoun's strong. Calhoun's very strong. They're in 5th place, 1 place behind Mepham. But honestly, they're on Mepham's home soil right now, and honestly, they want to show that they might be 1 spot below in rankings, but they're going to show up today and try to take this whole thing and possibly bring themselves up in the standings here,
Yeah.
if not tie themselves with Mepham.
Now I believe we're going to move into the 100 meter, which is 1/4 of the track. It is one straightaway lanes, so there'll be people in different. Everyone will be in different lanes, but lined up in the same spot. And there are 3 scoring heats of 4 runners, with 1 runner per school. And there are as many non-scorer
Just to
heats
give a
as
quick
necessary.
update, Calhoun's Logan Schaefer just took 1st place, as we just got the update from our correspondent on the track, Matt Mano, as he's running. He's doing a little bit of multitasking down there.
He is.
Very impressive.
Impressive how much he can do both on and off the field, you
Yeah.
know. Running track, jumping over some hurdles.
One thing I will say also is he's a great person on and off the field. So it's a pleasure knowing him. I'm going to miss him next year. But there you see him. You see him right there. Walking like a boss right there.
I
Like the
believe
winner.
we actually have another round of the 1600, but this time it is non-scoring.
Looks like soon to come we're going to have an interview with Logan Schaefer about his win here. So excited for that, but not yet, as we are about to start our 2nd race here, our third race, which is the 100 meter.
Ryan, I'm going to correct you on that one. We have another heat of the 1600, but it is non-scoring. So teams can send really as many kids as they want to run this.
Good correction there. I did not see that.
And yeah, it will not count for the actual match, but it gives these younger runners more experience in running these long distances.
We're about to take off in a little bit here. So we're about to start our 3rd race of the day, the 2nd 600 meter.
As we are about to come set here, just a reminder for those of you at home, we have 4 laps, almost a mile. It is a waterfall start, meaning that as you see right now, everyone starts in the same spot, but ideally you are going to try and go into those inner lanes, making you run the least amount of distance, which is why, as you will see, the majority of runners, almost every runner actually, will be in that lane closest to the football field to make sure that they're running the least distance as they possibly can.
So we're starting off, we're kicking off the start here.
As now we have an interview with Logan Schaefer.
For an indoor champ in the mile, and he just won it today, taking down Isaiah Contreras in a great race, unleashing a monster kick. Logan, we satisfied with the performance today?
Yeah, I wasn't looking to go too hard, but then I heard your guy behind me and decided to pick it up a lot more.
And I'm hearing we're going for the Heroes Triple today, right? We're going for an 800 and a 4x8, correct? So how do we think we're going to attack the rest of the races today and continue this momentum?
We don't know for sure if I'm doing the relay yet, but yeah, the next races will definitely be a lot faster than this one.
All right, so good luck to you. Now we're going to send it right back up to Nadoff and Ryan.
And we are back here from the booth as we have Mepham in first place, currently here, trailing slightly behind is Calhoun, who is predominantly up there and doing really, really well in these races that we've seen so far today.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. We got Mepham out in front as of right now, as we have just passed the half lap mark, also known as 200 meters of the 1600. So we still got a long way to go with this, as we are closing in on our first lap done. Have a lot of blue towards the top.
Yeah.
But
I see only 2 Mepham kids here in this race. And I see I only see 1 Jericho kid. Every other kid in between is Calhoun.
And Herricks. Don't forget about
Herricks.
Herricks.
And Herricks.
Similar jerseys,
Yeah.
similar colors, but they are both there and running. So we see Mepham still out in front. But now we have the updated scorings. Calhoun in first with 9, Mepham in second with 7, and Herricks and Jericho tied for third with 0.
We're still continuing off here as we are about to close on our second lap of this race. Once again, trailing in first, in the lead is Mepham for right now. And I take back what I said as we passed here and they passed the booth here. I see a few more Jericho kids. Didn't see them before. I don't think. Did you see them either? I didn't, they just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, especially at the beginning of the races when they're all bunched up.
Yeah.
It is hard to tell how many kids from each school are running. But yeah, I believe it is 3 or so. Yeah.
3 Jericho kids in this race. But once again, majority. Well, I did not say that word right. Majority of them is Herricks and Calhoun. So.
Yeah.
They came here to run. That's what I'll say. They came here to run.
They did. I mean, what else are you supposed to do at a track meet?
I mean,
except for the field events.
you could talk to people.
That's true.
You could talk to. You could be a nice little human and talk to people.
We see still Mepham out here in first place with I believe 4 Calhoun kids following behind. No, Herricks.
Once again, just want to say once again and remind the people watching, this is a non-scoring match. So even though it is happening, it will not be scored. So the winner, if Mepham wins, or Calhoun wins, or Jericho wins, or Herricks wins, the points will not count.
That's right, Ryan. It's
Yes,
it's really good to have these non-scoring matches
it is, because
yeah,
it lets people get in and just have fun.
exactly. You wouldn't really want to join the track team to just
I mean,
not
for
participate.
me, running 1,600 meters is not in my appetite of fun, but who knows? Some people's it is, and good for them. Good for them, staying in shape and having fun.
Yeah, as we have just crossed the third lap, we have Mepham still out in front, as his lead is increasing. Pretty good showing here.
Once again, shout out to Matt Mano for helping put together this track live stream here on the BMB YouTube channel. He worked very hard to put this together and was one of the leading factors of our first ever coverage of a track meet. So big shout out to Matt Mano.
Yeah, without him, this would not be possible, really. All the connections he has being on the Mepham track team. One of the only.
I like to always say, yeah, I mean, Sean McQuillan did it last year, but he is what we like to call Matt Mano, track star.
We are coming down the home
Yes.
stretch here of the non-scoring
And-
1600 heat, and Mepham will take first.
So we wait for all the other runners to go into the finish line. Just waiting here. But, yeah. I mean, let's just talk about a little bit of what's happening here at BMB on BMB's part. Upcoming live streams this week are dropping this Thursday. Spring Concert Part 2. That's right, Part 2. Part 2, Matt. Part 2. I'm going to say it about 9 million times. Part 2.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, part
This
2.
is the core. This is the chorus part of the concert. Last Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, last Thursday. Maybe Friday, Wednesday.
Last week. Just say
It
last
was
week.
last Wednesday. It was last Wednesday.
Okay.
Last Wednesday. It was April. Ready for this? 26th. That's right. April 26th. We filmed the first part of the spring concert, which was band and orchestra. So it was a lot of fun, and you guys can watch it currently on the BMB YouTube channel. Check it out. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there, including the award-winning, nationally recognized BMB morning announcements, along with the nationally recognized BMB midweek update, and award-winning, let me just say. So it's very good. You can see me and Matt here next to me on it occasionally, and it's a lot of fun. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. We enjoy what we do, and we put forth a lot of effort to give you guys the best viewing experience. So
That's sure.
hope you guys
Ryan.
check in and watch it. But let's continue back here on the track meet as we are continuing to our next event. Matt, can you tell us what our next event is?
Our next event will be the 100 meter, or a quarter of the track. It'll be one straightaway, meaning everyone will be lined up in their specific lane. There are 3 scoring heats that have 4 runners, with 1 runner per school. So that means 1 runner from Mepham, 1 from Calhoun, 1 from Herricks, and 1 from Jericho. These runners will run as fast as they can down the track, and will try and cross the finish line before their other competitors.
Okay, so we continue this track meet. You just see a big blob of orange. I'm not orange. Why did I just say orange?
Orange.
Of
you mean-
blue. Of
yep.
blue. Guys, I'm colorblind. Say what? Yeah. A big blob of blue. When I used to play soccer, okay?
Oh boy.
Getting a little sidetracked here.
East Meadow Soccer Club?
Nah. I wasn't that sophisticated, guys. We used to do that PAL grind. So, it was like blue and orange. Those are the colors. So, when my coach saw that everyone was just like going for the ball, like everyone would go for the ball, he called us like a giant blueberry.
Oh my
when
god.
we were blue, and it was either a blueberry or an orange. So when I just saw that giant blob of Calhoun and Herricks kids blobbed in with their blue jerseys, I was like, dang, that is a blueberry. That is a giant blueberry. So
Wow.
little side track information there as we start to get underway with the many other events here at the first ever, once again, BMB live streamed track meet here at Mepham High School.
Yeah,
So,
just a reminder of the standings after the first 1600. It was Mepham in first with 9 points, Calhoun in second with.
no, it's the other way around.
Is it?
Yeah, Calhoun's got.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Can we put the graphic back up on the screen?
You're right. You're right.
If we
No,
can.
you're right. Yeah, Calhoun with 9, Mepham with 7, and Herricks and Jericho both with 0.
If we can, we will hopefully get that graphic back up on the soon, guys. Wow, it's a rough day, guys. We'll hopefully get that graphic back up on the screen soon, telling you the standings. But it's a great day, and like we said, it's very early in this track meet, and hopefully, one of these more teams can win, and hopefully we'll have a very high scoring.
I believe we have some long jump going on
Yeah.
right now. A Jericho kid just jumped pretty far into the sand pit, further than I could. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, we see them measuring out the distance right now. Yeah, long jump was honestly, remember the elementary school field
Yeah.
days? One of my favorites.
We
Just
actually came here.
We did.
At Mepham for a 6th grade track meet. A lot of people here have done it. It's a great elementary school event, and one of the things that I look forward to. I personally did.
as we take a look here at the replay, we got a nice jump by the Jericho kid. Able to get as far as he can and travel as much distance as possible into the sand.
It's very hard. I don't know if you did it at the 6th grade track meet, or
I didn't
at all, but
I did the.
I did shot put. Let me just
So
say,
did I.
I took home first place in the whole district. Say what?
I don't know
So-
about that.
I would say yes.
Okay.
So I think I did it illegally. Like I didn't do it right.
Oh, did you just
But
like
I
throw it
just-
like a baseball?
Yeah, I threw it like a baseball. And apparently it went the furthest, and they didn't say anything, so I came home with that first place. So, I mean, it didn't mean anything. Like nobody cared.
Yeah.
But it was all good.
I mean, I actually threw it like you're supposed to,
I'll get out of here.
so I didn't win. Then
Sorry,
again,
guys.
I was some
As we
small
get-
boy.
Yeah, get out of here. Okay, so
As we look, we're about to
we
take
know,
off.
We know that you guys love hearing from us right now as we continue this track meet. Anyway, let's get a little less sidetracked here.
I believe-
as we start the next event.
I believe we have Chris Norris here from Mepham, and they're off.
And it is going quick, and it is Mepham with the win.
It is, and
That's
that
Mepham with
that
the
is not Chris Norris.
That was not Chris Norris. I was gonna say like what?
Little error there by Matt Mano, but it's okay. We still love him.
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, as the cord is tangled around my foot. But once again, we're gonna go on with the next event too.
No. We were still on the 100.
No, yeah, we start. No, I know. I'm saying the next race.
We have
There.
Sean Scott for Mepham in this 100 meter.
And let me just say, guys, this is for this. There are 3 scoring ones, and then and it's 4 runners with 1 runner per school in each of these, and as many non-scorers as necessary. So.
Yeah, I believe in this
So there's
race.
a few people who are non-scorers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's Matt Mano writing, so sorry, guys.
a lot of people won the 100. I know I did in elementary school. But I believe for this 100 we have Brad Chen for Jericho running, Sean Scott for Mepham, Diego Salomon for Calhoun, and Kenneth Romdeau for Herricks.
That's Ramdale. Matt, come on.
Okay.
Nah, just kidding. It's Ramdale. But so yeah, we're getting started. Sorry, man. Just had to do it. Just messing with you, man.
Ah, boy. Ryan.
Nade off. As we start off here, just trying to make this track meet enjoyable for you guys. So as we have the graphic back on the screen, oh my God! Shout out to the guys in the
Control room
upstairs. Give me a second, bro. Let's chill, okay? Going back and forth on each other here. And like we said, Calhoun came to run today. Okay, I was gonna say play, but then I was like, wait, it's not baseball or lacrosse or something. It is track. So they came to run today, and they're in the lead with the 19 points. Mepham's in second with 7, and Herricks is in third with 6, and Jericho's in fourth with 0. Jericho's got to step it up. I mean, once again, we're just getting started, but there's many races to be ran.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I believe we're about to come set for the
As we're on the 100 meter here still. This is the second of 3, as Mepham took the first one. And yeah.
Yeah, I know you see Jericho in there in fourth, but let's see if they can bounce back. Run a good 100, and then you score yourself some points and hopefully move up in the standings.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like winning a race, man. Like, I'll say it. Yeah, I mean, I had to run the 800 once. Let me just say, that was a journey. 800 was a journey. Imagine what all the other ones are like, man.
Imagine the 3200,
Yeah.
which is what we will be seeing later on.
Yeah, I had to run the... So, one of the kids that were supposed to run the 800, and it was like a scoring one in the 6th grade running thing, didn't show up. So, my gym teacher at the time, call him Coach Burns, who is actually the Grand Avenue 7th grade baseball coach. Shout out to him. But he was like, yo, Ryan, can you do the 800? So I was like, I didn't really know what it was at the time. So I was just like, yeah, whatever you need. And it ended up that I ran like the whole like track. I was like, oh man, what'd you sign me up for? And I mean, it was okay. I mean, I made it. I think I came in second, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain. So I mean, let me just say, if I knew that I was gonna be running it, maybe I would have came in first. I mean, it was close. It was like a hair. Okay, that's how much distance.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, as we are coming set for the 100.
Here we go, and we are...
I believe Chris Norris and Sean Scott are running in this race.
Yes, they are.
So we are off.
We are off. And Mepham is taking the lead.
We got
both runners.
Sean Scott and Chris Norris neck and neck right now, coming down the stretch. And I believe it is Sean Scott who takes home first place for Mepham, and Chris Norris in second, a stride behind him.
Great run there by Mepham. 2 runners coming in first and second. But just a little warning here. Soon to come, I am told that we have an interview with Dom and Zarella soon to come. Not yet. Just want to get you guys hyped for the interview with Mepham track star Dom and Zarella.
I believe he actually won the first
Yes.
100 meter for Mepham,
I am pretty sure, yes.
which is very impressive. I think we're now moving into the non-scoring rounds.
Yeah, we are, but let's quickly toss it over to Dom and Zarella with the interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined here by the fastest man in Mepham High School, Dominic Inzarella, making his triumphant return on BMB after his pick 6 in that MacArthur playoff football game. Dom, you just ran 10.7. Now, obviously, it's a hand time, but that is still 0.1 off the school record in the 100-meter dash. How does it feel? How do you feel about your race today?
I mean, it was pretty good, but it wasn't my best. I just know I could do better.
All All right, so what do you think you need to do in order to take that next step, in order to go sub-11 FAT and beyond?
I just got to run a clean race, and I need to be more powerful in my start.
What about it wasn't so clean?
At the end, I was tensing up, and I kicked myself a little bit, but it's whatever.
I can tell, but still,
Yeah.
great race nonetheless, and we know you've been chasing that sub-11, so congratulations, you got it. Now we're going to send it back up to Nadoff and Ryan.
We are back here in the booth. It was an amazing interview with Dom Israel. Thank you for joining us, Dom, and Matt Mano.
As
It was
we
amazing
just
interview
saw
skills.
a very
Yeah.
close finish in the next 100 meter. I could not pick up from here. I don't know about you, Ryan. I could not pick up who, in fact, took that race home.
Yeah, we were dealing with the toss at the moment from Matt Mano down on the field. But I'm sure soon to come we will have the information with the winners of that race, and we will let you know as soon as possible. So we still have. No, I think we're actually moving into the next one. Yeah,
The next 100.
next 100.
Yeah, we got a bunch of, as said before, you could do as many non-scoring hundreds as possible.
As we take off here. Oh, Calhoun had the lead in the beginning, and Mepham just took it. And Mepham finishes in first, taking that end. Calhoun in second, and Calhoun in third, too. So,
Yeah, great experience for the younger members of this very talented Mepham track team, as they are able to run and practice for what's to come. As you take a look here at the replay, great job by Mepham to just, after a slow start, able to come back in front and take it home by just a couple, just a stride.
and here we take off with our fourth 100. Mepham once again in first, taking the lead over Calhoun, because Calhoun had it once again in the beginning, but then they let up a little bit and Mepham took the lead. So yeah. So
As we take a look at the long jump here, a Calhoun student runs up. Here it comes, and he sticks it. Great job, able to stick the landing, as I see many times where people get far distances but then fall over backwards to lose themselves that important
I'm pretty sure it's
distance.
where your feet land. Man, we have to double check that, but it's not now.
As we take a look at our next non-scoring game, we have Mepham out in front, and they're able to take it. Mepham first, Mepham second, Calhoun third, and Mepham fourth. Just a reminder, that was not a scoring round. A couple of the younger guys on the team able to give the 100-meter a shot.
Yeah,
And,
man.
yeah.
Like you said, the older members on this team, the older members on every sports team are most of the time mentors to the
If
younger
we take a
kids
look
on
at
this
the replay here, we have Mepham going off into, a nice job pulling ahead.
The sophomore himself there in the lead for Mepham. So that's
Yeah.
Rodney. Rodney is a sophomore here at Mepham, and good for him. Good for him. He took first. Go Rodney. So Rodney's also a basketball player, and he might watch this later, and he's like, why is Ryan commenting on my running? But good job, Rodney. Rodney's in my earth science class.
Oh, wow.
I know. I don't know why I'm still in
That's,
earth science. They
yeah.
wouldn't let me take earth science in middle school for some reason. So
So we have another long jump here. Another Calhoun member taking the jump. There he goes. Make sure to jump before that bright right line.
yeah.
And he makes it.
We just got clarification here from the sports analysts. the long jump counts like this. So it's the distance covered. From the edge of the takeoff board to the indentation in the sand. So like maybe it's made by like any part of the athlete's body while landing, like closest to the takeoff board. So it's
So
like
I was
so
correct.
yes, technically. So if it like say like your feet land far, but then you lay on like your back, like right where your back is where it counts. So
Yeah, balance.
yeah, I took
in
track
that.
a long time ago, guys. So that's the way I remembered it, but I guess I was wrong. So big shout out to Basilia. She found that out. So big shout out to her for letting us know that.
As we
have
see,
Chris Norris here taking off on the long jump, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
that's right, Ryan.
oh, he's getting ready. He's getting ready, and he's off. Oh man, he landed
Ooh.
far.
He did.
He did good there. That was a very good jump there by Mepham. So yeah, as we continue this track meet, guys, and
Take a look at the replay there. Chris Norris able to get really far.
and
into
see how
the
his
sand pit.
back and his the parts behind his body actually went forward, and I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Instead
definitely.
of going back. So
As-
he did that perfectly. As we are going on to our next.
Our next event, the 400 meter. There are 2 turn stagger lanes. There are 2 to 3 scoring heats of 4 to 6 runners each. And after that, there's 1 waterfall non-scoring heat, which, just for clarification, a waterfall it's when as many kids as you want line up, and then they take off, try and stay as close to the inside of the track as possible. Take a look at a Jericho long jump here. Looks like we're getting set for our 400. Yeah, 400 meters, 1 lap around the track. Again,
Another long one. This is another long one. This
Yeah.
is like all the way around, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not wrong.
from my track knowledge, I believe you're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm actually right, guys. This is a historic moment.
it's
I
a
like right
very
in track
historic
knowledge.
moment.
So, right in track knowledge. That's historic. I'm not not smart.
You sure about
But
that?
I knew you were going to say
There is
something like
another Jericho long jump here, getting set, having to dust off the sand first. He's getting ready. So
that. And we have just a little bit of an interruption there as Jericho is trying to go off.
Here goes, and sticks it.
And went forward, too, like Chris Norris. Man, it could be just all of them are doing it, but, I remember when I was in middle school, everyone just fell. I mean, you gotta be, if you were, there were some talented guys on the team, and they did a really nice job of doing it, and they went forward. But,
Take a look at the replay here
yeah,
of that last Jericho jump. He's able to jump forward and stick the
Lands, yeah.
landing.
That's how it's done, kids out there wondering how to be a track star. So, yeah.
That's right. As we are getting set for the 400.
Yeah, guys, if I have one message before we take off here, is if you're coming to Mepham and you're watching this live stream, just want to know a little bit about what's happening here at Mepham, get involved. Get involved in as much as you possibly can, and get involved in many sports.
So you see there Isaiah Contreras landing straight on his behind.
Yeah, Isaiah Contreras did a very nice job, but did land on his behind, so.
Yep. So you see the replay here of Contreras, running full speed, getting up in the air before that bright line, and splashing down in the sandpit. So you're off now in the 400.
And we're off. Mepham is in the lead here, and then it is Herricks and another Mepham runner here.
Problem is with the scoring races, with these types of races, since everyone's in a different lane, it's very hard to tell who really is out in front.
You're 100% right there. But as of right now, Mepham is in the lead. And then it's Herricks, and then it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can we?
We got Calhoun, Mepham,
Yeah.
Jericho, Mepham, Herricks, and then I believe Calhoun. As we are coming down the final stretch here, it looks like
Calhoun took this one.
Yeah.
And Mepham came in second for the scoring one, and then came Herricks, and then Jericho, and then Mepham, and then Calhoun.
I do believe
So
though
on.
Jericho did get on the board.
Jericho did get on the board. Like I said, there's many more events that have to be done, many more races, and you never know. You never know.
Yeah,
We're only in like
you
the
never
first
know.
like 3, 4 now, so looking forward to what's to come, and doing it with you, my man. Doing it with you. So
So I believe we are about to get set for our second scoring 400 meter.
while we're getting set up, just once again, a little notice about what's going on here on the BMB YouTube channel. This week, we have the spring concert here at Mepham live streaming this Thursday, along with a new episode of one of the most favorite shows here at BMB, midweek update tomorrow with some of your favorite guests alongside. I will be there doing your sports, which is a new thing. So look on there, along with our hosts and many other fun stories from around the community that you guys don't always get to hear or see. So stay tuned and watch tomorrow, as that is coming out tomorrow. And then, of course, always we have our award-winning morning announcements coming out this Friday. But here the race is off, and Jericho is currently in first. Trailing behind him is Mepham, and then once again another Jericho. As Jericho
I
takes
believe
the
we
first
have
2 spots.
Yeah, pretty impressive here from Jericho. Finally trying to rack up those points to try and move up in the standings.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is Sam Duarte for Mepham in second place right now, running.
We've now reached the final 100 meters with Jericho.
Herricks takes second here. Oh, it's coming. It's going. It's close. It's close. Here we go. And Herricks takes the lead.
Wow.
And Herricks comes in first. That puts Herricks, gives them a little bit more points on the board. Wow, that whole time it was Jericho and Mepham's game, and Herricks just came out of nowhere and swooped up that win. So
Yeah, honestly, a pretty good strategy there in the 400.
had a lot of.
Take a look at the
yeah.
replay here of the comeback by
Look at all that
Herricks.
endurance. Look, he saved up all of his energy in the beginning while everyone was wasting it. And then out of nowhere, he came out of nowhere, surprised everyone, and finished in first. And that is honestly one of the best strategies here. As we have the graphic back up on the screen. You want to read the scores for me, please?
I will. First place, we got Calhoun with 19 points. Second, Mepham, not too far behind with 16. We got in third place, Herricks with 11. And Jericho with 1 in fourth.
As we are on our fourth event of the day, the 400 meter going into the 110 meter hurdles, which are always fun, but we are continuing here on the 400 meters. Wow. Okay, guys. Meter for the time being, as we have our third race in this category.
Yeah, I believe the third and final scoring one here. And then we will have one non-scoring heat.
And we are off. Jericho in first. Herricks. Calhoun in second and third.
A lot of blue in this race.
Yes, there is. Herricks has second and third now.
Jericho looks like they're pulling ahead. Just about at the halfway mark.
Calhoun has second and third now.
That is Herricks. Herricks
No,
second
it's
and third.
Calhoun. It's Calhoun. I just looked up on their shirts. It's Calhoun. As Jericho still is in the lead, though, and it has a big lead, too, over both the second and third place Calhoun runners.
Yeah, we see here entering the home stretch. Jericho pulling out in front, well, increasing their lead out in front, and it looks like they're going to have this one.
And that's going to add to their total, which they need right now, as they are down by quite a few points.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. They're down by 10 points right now, and they are in fourth place. So they need those points, and they got to continue with doing what they just did there. So looking forward to what's to come, because like we just saw in the last race, it always comes down to the last minute.
It does.
And so you never know. It could be the same thing with this overall track meet. Calhoun might be in first right now, and Mepham might be in second, but you never know what's gonna come.
Yeah,
So,
you know, you love an underdog story.
always do.
You know,
Always do.
That team, who is, I believe, sitting out of these four teams, is the furthest behind in their overall league standings. But
They're in
you never
eighth
know.
right now. Once again, we'll go over it. Mepham's in fourth. Herricks is in second. Calhoun is in fifth, and Jericho's in eighth. The records are Mepham's 5-2, Herricks is 6-1, Calhoun is 5-3, and Jericho's 3-3. So, kicking off, win for each of these teams it will be helpful here in the overall layout here of the season. So,
I believe, yeah, now we are looking at a Calhoun long jump. Just raking off the sand. He's getting set. That's set. Off he
He's
goes.
off.
Picking up that speed. And
it's a little
he
bit of a
sticks
different
it.
strategy. Everyone else we've seen just went full force right in the beginning. He took a little bit of like a jog and then went full force. But we're off with our fourth race, a non-scoring race here in the 400 meter. Currently, Calhoun and Herricks is in first.
Herricks right behind. As we reach the halfway mark, we got Calhoun still in the lead. Herricks behind. Jericho gaining a little bit. We reach the final straight out leg of the track. Herricks looks like he's making up a little bit of ground.
Once again, as you can see on your screen, we are still currently in the category 400 meter. And Calhoun is in first with 19 points. Mepham is in second, only trailing by 3 points with 16 points. And Herricks is in 11th. They have 11 points. They are not in 11th place. And Jericho has 1 point.
Yeah, we just racked up, I believe, the non-scoring 400 meter with Calhoun coming out on top of that one.
Yep. Once again, big shout out to everyone here on the BMB crew, all the way from the top, from our director, Sean McQuillan, up in the control room right now. Big shout out to him, as always. Does a great job on these sports shoots. And then we have, of course, a very familiar name along with Sean McQuillan, Hannah Broxmeyers, our field producer down here, dealing with all the problems and everything that's going on down here on the field. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, it really is great what
they do.
Yeah, it's not just us, you know, we got tons of people behind the scene. And now we're gonna toss it up to Bickham and Bree up in the B&B studio.
Hello and welcome back to the studio. Once again, I'm James Bickham.
And I'm Bree Bowling.
And here we are back again in the studio and finishing up the 400 non-scorers races. Bree, we're about a third of the way into this track meet today. And how do you think it's going?
I think it's going pretty well for all teams. We were looking that Herricks was actually going to be leading the
400 meter event?
No, we thought they were going to be leading the whole thing today, but surprisingly, Calhoun is leading.
Yes, what a surprise. Now, we are still early on, but this was definitely unexpected. But you do have to remember these teams are only, the highest scoring team right now is Calhoun with 19, and most of these teams average in the 70s. So you have to take that into account that we're very early on in this competition today, even though Calhoun is the team with the early lead. And here are your updated standings after the 400 meter trials. We have Calhoun with 19, as I said before, Mepham with 16, Herricks with 11, and Jericho with 2. And Jericho really has been off to a slow start, but as they look to continue to advance in these races, because they've really only gotten 2 last place points. Isn't that right, Bree?
Yep.
And hopefully they can continue to improve because as they have throughout the day and eventually, you know, be in competition with everyone else. But so far, Calhoun started to pull away, but now Mepham has caught up. Really, it's anyone's competition still in these early stages. And as a quick recap, in the 400 meter, Mepham and Herricks tied, which was very surprising, and that resulted in 5 points instead of the usual 6 points for first place due to the tie, which is probably something most of you did not know about track, because we didn't either. Bree, what was the most exciting event so far?
So far, I think it was definitely the 400 meter non-scorers because there was so many kids in one race that they were just going just to even race at all, not even scoring any points.
Well, yeah, that's the early stages, though. Like, you know, what you're trying to continue to be better. And a lot of these athletes here featured today are just trying to be better and trying to get to the point where they could score. And you really have to admire that determination because they put just as much work in as the scorers do. But they got to keep working at it so that they one day can be a scorer for their team and can maybe even help their team win a division title.
Mm-hmm.
Another important thing to add is that so far in the only sprinting event, Calhoun has won. So that could be a theme for today where Calhoun takes most of the short distance races, which they've taken a lot of the long distance so far as well. So it's really who's going to win those middle distance races, isn't that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Who do you think can pull away with those middle races, though?
I think Calhoun could definitely pull a lot of races today, but I think all of them can, I say, tie it up.
Yes, and Calhoun is on top once, as we've said already, and really this is the first ever time BMB has covered in a track event, and since Calhoun is such a bitter rival for Mepham, it's really no surprise that we have to cover a game with Calhoun in the lead because it feels like we're always covering the Mepham-Calhoun rivalry. Isn't that right, Bree?
Yes, that is correct, Bickham.
Especially with the football games. Every year we try to cover a Mepham-Calhoun game, and here we are, first ever track meet. It's Mepham versus Calhoun.
Well, it's not just Mepham versus Calhoun. It's Mepham versus
yes,
Herricks, Calhoun, and Jericho.
Well, yes, that too. And Jericho's another team we cover a lot here.
Yes, definitely.
And here we look at a long jump from Chris Norris, and he is such a large man. That's no. That's really no surprise. That is really no surprise that he's able to have such a large jump. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. All right.
What are the upcoming events, Bickham?
So the upcoming events are the 110-meter high hurdles. So these are higher up hurdles that they are to jump over, and we're going right to those right now on the floor. Take it away, Matt and Ryan.
How's it going, everybody? We are back down here on the floor at the first ever, once again, BMB coverage of a track meet. I'm here alongside Matt Nadoff. Take it away, Matt.
Yeah, this next event, I believe, our fifth event now?
Our fifth event.
We have the 110-meter high hurdles. This is about
It's not easy, guys.
of
Not
the
easy.
track's length. There are 10 hurdles, 39 inches each. That is crazy.
It is.
It's
not easy.
There's 13.72 meters to the first hurdle from the start. 9.14 meters in between hurdles, which is a very short amount of distance. And then there's 14.02 meters from the 10th hurdle to the finish line. So, yeah, really, it's the second you get over that hurdle, you have to get back into the air to get over the next hurdle that's in your way. Very, very tough. Requires a lot of skill.
It is, and that's, like we said before, everything in this sport is very, very hard. And it takes a lot of talent to do it. So, props to everyone that is involved in this track meet and in the track team. As we see, I believe that's Matt Mano passing the screen.
Matt Mano.
Look at him. He's getting ready, guys, to get underway with his, because I believe he's competing in this. So, yeah. He sent us a text. I'll read it out loud.
Oh, no.
He said, let me get it first.
For Mepham in the 100-meter hurdles, we have Maximo Chiotti with a best time of 17.7 seconds.
That's pretty good.
And Matt Mano with a time of 17.84 seconds, just behind Maximo Chiotti.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Especially for Maximo Chiotti, the 9th grader, I believe his first year on the track team, and he is already has a faster time in the 110-meter hurdles than senior Matt Mano.
And let me just say, guys, we're not criticizing Matt Mano, but Matt Mano is the one who made this thing here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting excited to see Matt Mano here on the screen. We see him right now. But yeah, so this was his text. You ready? He goes, "Enjoy the 400. I gotta warm up." He said that 35 minutes ago.
Oh, you want to know why?
Where was he warming
Okay,
up? I
okay.
want to know where was he warming up?
This is some insider info, right? Matt Mano was supposed to find out, who's running each heat for us. 400 meters is completely blank. So we had no idea, apart from looking from the booth here, who was running the 400 meters.
We're really hating on Matt Mano right now. We are very sorry, Matt Mano. We know you are doing a lot right now, and you're a little bit overwhelmed. But we just want to say, once again, big shout out to you for helping set up this great event, and once again, the first and very historic for BMB, because this is the first time we're covering it. So, once again, let's go back to BMB events that we are covering within the next 2 weeks. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening next week, not this week?
So on Monday, actually, we are covering the Mepham's baseball game against, I believe, Calhoun. It's sure to be a pretty good game. Mepham, I believe, has one loss on the season. And Calhoun, Mepham is surely to put in, a lot of work and effort to try and beat this Calhoun team. And then on, I believe, Wednesday, we are covering Mepham's softball game.
Both are going to be very fun. Let
Yeah.
me just say,
Yeah.
baseball is my favorite sport by far. I coach it. I've played it my whole life. And it is probably one of my favorite things to film here on the BMB YouTube channel. So I'm excited that we get to bring it to you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So we put a lot of work. We put a lot of work into this, and it's some people think that it's like we just do it on the day of, and we kind of just go out there, put some cameras out there, and we stream the game to you guys. But no, the people like Matt Mano and Finnegan Corcoran Doolin, they start weeks in advance contacting the opposing team, getting their lineups, and getting Mepham's lineups, and getting stats and records and things that happened the game previous, and occasionally even videos like we had at the homecoming game of players telling you their position and stuff to bring chime in and make sure that the dates work, and they have to put a crew together alongside Matt Mano and Finnegan Corcoran Doolin, and so many other people. And it's so many people make a BMB event happen. So big shout out to everyone here in BMB. Big shout out to Mr. Stein, Mr. Russell, Ms. Kalish, because they also teach us in school, and they have to deal with me and everyone else. But
Especially you.
thank you. But yeah, big shout out to them, alongside once again Matt Mano and Finnegan Corcoran Doolin and all the other people that make this shoot happen, and special people like Thomas DeSalvo, who helped set up who helps set up our cameras and helps break down and deals with a lot of the things that makes this the shoots happen. And then, of course, you have, once again, we'll say his name about 9 million times over the course of every single live stream. Sean McQuillan, news director and person who makes a lot of these events happen, directing and doing everything he can to make it to its max potential once again. And lastly, before we get back to the track meet, as we are a little bit of burning time here, as we're looking to get to the next event as they're setting up the hurdles. But of course, lastly, once again, the student mom of this program, Hannah Broxmeyer. I said it at Trunk Retreat earlier this year, but it is not a BMB event, or what did I say? A BMB. It's not a BMB event without Hannah Broxmeyer. That's the wording.
Yeah.
It's not something BMB happening if Hannah Broxmeyer is not there on the scene doing something. So yes, big shout out to them. But anyway, as we are wasting the time here, waiting for the hurdles to go underway, let's do this thing. As they're getting set up here, hurdles are set up now as we are going underway here at Mepham High School on this beautiful Monday afternoon.
I believe
at precisely 6:13
the event
p.m.
being shown here, runners have to run up and jump over a.
It's the high jump here.
Yeah, the high jump. That's right. I completely blanked out.
It's
on
fine.
what it's called.
It's fine. I said. What did I say? Mumbles before? I said a whole bunch of words wrong. It's all good. The high jump currently there, and the long jump here as shown on the screen. But we are getting underway with the 110-meter hurdles, high hurdles, here in a few seconds. Here we go. Runners are getting set. The gun's in the air, and the runners. Oh,
Gun goes back down.
he's reloading the gun. He is reloading that gun, guys.
Believe we have only 2 runners in this
Oh.
race, right?
Here we go. Arm is out. Gun is up.
Runners set.
And they're off. This is Jericho versus Calhoun here.
Pretty even from what I see so far. Looks like Calhoun has the extra step. Down to the home stretch.
And Calhoun takes the win there.
Wow, that was within milliseconds. Very close finish. Another really exciting part about track, you know, the last second finishes are what we are here to see. Whoever pulls out on top. So you see here we have a Jericho kid doing the high jump. So he's able to get over the bar onto the mat.
What's even more impressive is the thing we have on the is the event that we have on the other side. But once again here, another high jump replay of Jericho as he got over it. Very impressive. But once again, one of the things that is very impressive that they have going on the other side by the long jump is it's the high jump, but it's with like the stick.
Pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting. Thank you guys. Once again, coming in clutch, our sports analyst, Basilia. Thank you so much. But yeah, so we have that. That's very impressive. Let me just say, going all the way up in the air and going over that thing, the rope.
The bar.
It's the rope. It's a rope. It's not
it
a
a
bar.
rope?
Yeah, it's a rope. No, it's a rope.
It's a bar, so then you can move it higher or lower.
Yes, but it's a
kinda-
rope. It's a rope so that if the runner runs into it, I'm telling you because I ran into it and I have a video.
There's no way you did pole vaulting. I need to see
No,
that.
I did high jump and it's the same cord as high jump. Look, I'm telling you. When they run into it, it looks like a bar, but it's actually a rope with orange, it's almost like pool noodle material.
Wow, that's an
Yes, it's a bungee
interesting-
cord.
That's
It's a bungee cord. Okay?
So that's kind of
It's a rope. It's a rope.
It's a rope and a bar. It's kind of like a mix.
It's a mix. It is, but it's a bungee cord.
See a long
So-
jump. Oh,
Up and
looks
they're
like the
off.
110 meters
Matt
off.
Mano,
We have Matt Mano
track
running for
star
Mepham.
here. Oh, he's running. He is doing them hurdles so well here, performing.
I believe we do
Oh,
have...
he's coming in close. He's coming in close. Matt Mano. Oh,
Here
Matt
he
Mano.
comes.
Oh,
Oh,
a
and he's-
step behind.
He's just
a
not
step
able
behind.
to take it.
Oh, Matt Mano, us here at BMB are praying. We were praying for you. But congratulations to Herricks on that win. And as we're about to come in with our third 110 high hurdles race coming in shortly here.
Yeah, as now we see a couple of kids practicing the high jump. Yeah, just again, great performance by our very own Matt Mano. Unfortunately, couldn't take the win from Herricks, but
We are off here with the third race here in this category as Mepham is in the lead.
Max Chiotti able to increase his lead. I believe over that's Herricks, right?
That is Herricks. That's Calhoun. Calhoun is in second in this race, and Mepham takes it with
Yeah.
a long stride and a long lead over Calhoun.
Yeah, Max Chiotti, extremely the best on this Mepham team at the 110-meter high hurdles. Fastest time, as I've said before, with the 17.7 seconds. Really a great job getting over the hurdles and, running and winning.
Anyway, we have a runner preparing for the long jump, not for the long jump, for the high jump here in this shot. But anyway, yeah, we're about to get started with our fourth match, our fourth race in this category for 110-meter high hurdles, and they are off. This is a Calhoun versus Herricks.
Very close, within a stride or two.
And Calhoun takes this one with a long stride and a long lead here. Wow. What
Yeah.
a win there.
Close off the start, but Calhoun able to accelerate and increase its lead in order to beat Herricks. Take a look at the replay here. You know, the close start, and then Calhoun is just able to pull ahead. Oh, as we saw, Herricks knock down one of the hurdles, maybe slowed him down a little bit. Very clean run from Calhoun there, as they are able to take that 110-meter hurdles from Herricks.
Yep, 100%. We are about to take off our 5th race of the day here in the 110-meter high hurdles. Arms up, gun is up.
Oh, false start there from
And
Jericho.
False start. What happens in a situation of a false start? That's what I want to know. Just restart?
I'm not really sure. I think maybe
just
after
restart.
like 2 or 3, you might get.
And
like,
they're off.
disqualified.
Jericho versus Calhoun. Calhoun had the lead and Jericho just took it. Jericho doing very well. Calhoun knocked over a hurdle, slowed him down a little bit, but it's still close. Here, Jericho jumps over. Calhoun is about to take the lead. Calhoun takes the lead here, and they come in first over Jericho. What a race.
Wow, that was a really nice comeback there from Calhoun. Able to, you know, after stumbling a little bit at the start, they had a really clean finish, able to get over those hurdles, and you know, unfortunate blow from Jericho, who have unfortunately been on the rear end of the standings.
Yes, they have. So here's the replay of it, though. But of them going off, Jericho versus Calhoun. Jericho had the lead for the longest time. Calhoun knocked over a hurdle, but then out of nowhere he took the high hurdle and he jumped over it so well and then took the lead right there. That is the moment where he took the lead and it became instant that Calhoun won.
Yeah. So we are off with our next race. I believe it is only one person running. There's a kid from Herricks who is practicing the high hurdles, trying to get some experience in there. He's doing a great job so far. He's gotten over pretty much every single hurdle without knocking it over. Great job from that Herricks kid.
We are about to go into our 6th event of the night. Matt, what is our 6th event?
Our 6th event of the night is the 800 meter, which is two laps around the track. There's a waterfall start, just for a reminder. That is when everyone lines up along the track and they start at the same spot. There's one scoring heat and one non-scoring heat. We see here Mepham is getting ready for a long jump.
Once again, like I said in the beginning, there's so many events that are taking place tonight. I know we're a little bit repetitive here on the mic, but guys, there's so many events, and honestly, I just want to say it's nice being a part of an event like this. But you just saw another long jump take place. We had a little bit of a bystander in the way, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, it's a privilege to be here. So yeah.
Yeah, it really is. You know, again, BMB's first
Historic, guys. Historic.
Yeah, BMB's first track shoot.
Yep. It's. I just want to say, I felt like it was yesterday where we went to STN in California. Once again, one of the best experiences of my life. Thank you to the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District and BMB. Well, saying a lot of thank yous tonight here, guys. But anyway, huge thank you. But yeah, I felt like it was yesterday we just left and came home. But then at the same time, I felt like it was yesterday we started the school year. So to be at this point where we are, it's May 1st. May 1st. And we have only, think about it, 4 shoots left after this one. And 4 midweek updates after tomorrow and 4 morning announcements after Friday. That's crazy. So I just want to say it's been a pleasure doing work with everyone once again for the 9 millionth time. And I look forward to next year. And once again, we will miss the people who are graduating.
As we see a pole vault here from Calhoun.
Oh!
Oh.
Told you, it's a bungee cord, bud.
Okay. You said a rope.
It is a rope. A bungee cord
I know-
is a rope.
See, I don't know if you could call that a rope.
It is because a bungee cord is made up of rope. That's what it is. It's stretchy rope.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, guys.
It looks like we're now about to
Let's
get.
let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Okay.
Well, let's see what Google
Sure.
says. I want to see what Google says. Is a bungee cord a rope?
Oh my God.
What? I know you want to know too.
You know.
And we have a little bit of time to waste here. Is a bungee cord a rope?
We are now getting set for the 800 meter. Gun was
Essentially,
in
a
the air.
bungee cord, often referred to as a shock cord, is a type of rope which consists of an elastic rubber core and a braided outer sheath. Whatever, however you say that word. But, oh, it's a rope, guys. It's a rope. The people in the control room are probably like, get him off the mic.
That was
Get
the
him off
most
the mic.
Unnecessary thing that you could have done.
You're welcome.
No.
I feel like I just blessed civilians of America with that knowledge.
I think maybe no, you didn't bless anyone.
Wow.
The reason why you did that was to
That
prove
was
me
not
wrong.
nice. I'm trying my best here, Nadoff. Okay. We are getting off with our next event here, the 5th event of the night. If I'm not wrong, I believe it's 5th. Am I right?
I believe it is the 6th.
It's 6. 6th event of the night. Yep, 6th event of the night is the 800 meter. Another long one, guys. This is 2 times around the track. So it's not as long as the 1600, obviously, but it's half of that. So it's still twice around, and you have to have an incredible amount of endurance and strength and a lot of energy to do this, man. Like,
Yeah, as we see for Mepham, throughout the 800 meter, we have Isaiah Contreras.
who's running this one?
He has a 2 minute and 40 millisecond time. We have sophomore Noah Mack, who ran a 2.
Who's very talented. He's very fast, and he is one of the long runners who we saw in the 1600 meter also. So
Yeah, his time 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Then we have another sophomore, Brendan Ramirez, with a time of 2:12. So we now just took off Isaiah Contreras in the lead as of right now, with Calhoun right behind him and Herricks right behind.
eventually, hopefully soon, we can get the graphic back up on the screen to see the scores. But we are off here.
See Isaiah, them running past the booth right now as we reach the 200 meter mark with Isaiah still out in front. And then Calhoun and Herricks. Calhoun in second and Herricks in third. Yeah, you really need to do a great job of not using all your stamina
why I
early
say it.
on. It's a long race. 2 full laps around the track. Got to make sure you pace yourself good. And
Isaiah still in the lead. Calhoun just behind him. And once again, these are the 2 runners that we saw who were very, very close in the beginning of this track meet for the first 1600 meter race as we are starting the second lap here in the 800 meter.
I believe that is, for Calhoun, that is Logan Schaefer, who did win the 1600
Yes.
before.
Hopefully Isaiah can take back a little bit of revenge here.
Yeah, we see
For
Isaiah
this.
just almost a lap and a half in. As we see it tightening up here. Only a couple steps behind from Isaiah are Herricks and Calhoun. So you have about 200 meters left here. Isaiah still in the lead. Herricks second, Calhoun in third. We're reaching the final leg. It's neck and neck now. As you see, Logan Schaefer is taking the lead. Isaiah falling to third. And Logan Schaefer takes it. His second long distance win of the day. Herricks placing second, and Mepham's very own Isaiah Contreras in third.
Now I wonder, what do you think the 3200 will look like? Do you think it will consist of Isaiah Contreras once again and Logan Schaefer? I don't know, man. They're long distance runners, and they have done the 1600 now and the 800. Do you think they'll come back for the 3200? It's a possibility.
Personally, I honestly don't think so.
You don't think so?
Despite them being long distance runners, I think 2 long distance runs already down. I don't really think they have enough energy. As much energy as they do have, I don't think they have enough energy to run the 1600 and then 2 1800s really combined together without a break.
What I have here, though, is I have the runners who usually run the 3200, consisting of Jake Edelson and Brandon Figueredo here at Mepham. So hopefully, they have good times here. We have 10 minutes and 29 seconds, which is, you might think, oh, it's 10 minutes and 29 seconds, but that's actually fast. Just be reminded that they are running a mile and some. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy. As now we are going to get set for the non-scoring 800 meter, which consists of as many runners as schools want to give the younger kids some more experience, and increase
as you can see how packed that area is over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids,
and they're all like right on top of each other. So.
Oh yeah, they got a waterfall start. It's just what as like described before. Let's take a recap of what we have gotten through so far. As we see the replay here, Mepham freshman Lenia Chan takes the long jump. Fortunately not able to stick it, but still pretty nice effort by Lenny. So now the 800 non-scoring looks like it is about to take off. Gun is in the air, and they're off.
Jinx, man, knock him with 3 times. I win.
You see, early on, we have, I believe that is Calhoun out in front. Jericho just trailing behind. But, we've still got a long race ahead of us. See, Calhoun just grabbed second place. So we have first and second, as of right now, belonging to Calhoun. Just past the 200-meter mark. Calhoun still in first and second. Jericho in third. Coming down to the end of the first 400 meters. Still there, remaining the same. Calhoun first and second. Jericho in third. It's now the second and final lap around the track. Still the same. As we take a look here at the current scores, we have Calhoun in first place with 41 points, Mepham in second with 30, Herricks in third with 19, and Jericho in fourth with 7. We have 5 more events after this one, including 3 relays.
Here we are, as this is the second lap once again of this 800 meter. But let's talk about the standings once more. We have Calhoun in first, as they've been in first this whole track meet now with 41 points. Mepham in second with 30. Herricks in third with 19. And Jericho in fourth with 7. So it's a great day for track here at Mepham High School. And it's honestly been a great track meet so far, and I'm excited to see what's to come. And honestly, hopefully we see Mano again.
As we just saw, Calhoun finish first, Jericho about to finish in second, and Calhoun is in third in the non-scoring 800 meter. You know, Ryan, let's talk a little bit again about the current league standings. You know, we got in second place in the league, we have Herricks at 6-1, Mepham fourth with a 5-2 record, Calhoun in fifth, one spot behind Mepham with a 5-3 record, and in eighth we have Jericho with a 3-3 record.
Now, what will this win for Calhoun do to their standings?
Honestly, I mean, it'll put them at 6-3 if they do pull it out. I think it'll really motivate them. They beat the second. They would have beaten the second place team, Herricks, and I really think they could use this momentum to strive forward and hopefully, win their future track meets, and maybe finish season really strong and potentially finish first in the conference.
Yeah. I don't know about the other teams, but I know Mepham just recently came back from Penn Relays up at the University of Pennsylvania. So I know it was a good experience for them, and they're just coming off of that. But it's always nice like that. We as BMB once again got that experience at STN, and it was a blast. And they had that at Penn Relays once again up in the University of Pennsylvania as they hosted that event. But yeah, so I'm sure they're excited coming off of that and having a track meet today. Nothing like starting a week with a track meet, am I right?
Yeah. And going back to the topic of BMB, on May 15th, we will actually be attending the Bash Awards.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Bash Awards are, Nato?
So, I believe upwards of 40 Long Island schools have submitted, projects based on certain prompts like news story, feature story, sports story.
Two special categories are sponsored by Newsday, and the other one is sponsored by, I want to say, News 12? News 12? Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
But yeah,
guys, Google is your best friend.
B&B is looking to come home with some Bash Awards. I know last year we did pretty well at
yeah, we
at
did.
Bash.
We submitted for 6 categories. We came back with 4 first places and 1 third. So we came back with quite a few wins. And once again, what came out of that was the award-winning morning announcements, along with best anchor team, best community news feature, I think got 3rd, and a whole bunch of other things. So it was a really great experience, like STN, but want to come home with some stuff. So yeah, it's Newsday and News 12. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check it. Can't really get Wi-Fi out here, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah.
I believe now we are done with the 800 meter, and I think we're going to move into the 200 meter, which is half the track. It is for the lanes, it's a one-turn stagger where the runners stay in their lane. So if you are in lane, let's say 2, you are to stay in lane 2 for the duration of the race. For the heats, there are 2 to 3 scoring heats of 4 to 6 runners each, and for non-scoring races, there are as many as necessary. So I guess coaches get preferences from the...
Okay, just got word from our producers up in the booth and our director, Sean McClellan, that it is Newsday and ABC. So, yeah, so it's going to be a blast. I know both of our work was submitted, so I'm excited for that. And who knows, maybe we'll come home with some stuff and we'll talk about it. But for right now, let's get back to this awesome track meet. Once again, Mepham is trailing by 11 points here at home at Mepham High School.
Yeah, just for the standings once again, Got Calhoun in first with 41, Mepham in second with 30, Herricks in third with 19, and Jericho in fourth with 7. So I believe now we are getting set for the 200 meter for Mepham.
Our 7th event of the evening, I
That's
believe,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And for the Mepham runners, we have Dominic Inzarella, who runs a 23.37 time. Senior Sean Scott with a 23.14 time. And Josh Rumdayal with a 25.81 time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for this and what's to come. If anyone has to leave the live stream or missed something, you can get a quick recap tomorrow, on Wednesday, about this track meet, along with the other events in Mepham Sports, along with what's happening inside the community that you always don't get to see, and that is Midweek Update. Midweek Update airs Wednesday, and you guys can watch it on the BMB YouTube channel for school news, for community news, for sports, for anything that happens in this community. So,
As we
remember,
see now,
always stay
back
tuned.
to the action.
Yeah, back up
Gunners
to
in
the
the
action
air.
here.
Runner's about to come set. Now the gun is in the air, and they're off. Dom Inzarella off to a strong start, and he's really gaining some ground here. So we are coming down the final stretch. Down to the wire, and Dom Inzarella takes it.
Dom Inzarella with the win for Mepham, adding to their total. We will get the point values in a little bit. Not right now, though, as we have many races to be conducted up in this next few minutes.
Yeah, I believe it was Herricks in second place, Calhoun in third. So, another consistent scoring race for Calhoun.
Yep.
Able to rack up the
And there's
points.
BMB's very own Mamano, track star.
So we now see Sean Scott will be running this race for Mepham in lane 3.
Here we go. Arm is in the air. Runners are getting ready.
We have Herricks in lane 1 and lane 2, and we have Mepham in lane 3 and Jericho in lane 4.
And arm is out once again. Gun is in the air, and they are off here. Mepham takes the lead in both of these races here with Sean Scott.
Sean Scott is flying as Herricks is in second.
Once again, those skills definitely come in handy because he's also a varsity soccer player with that giant lead, and it definitely pays off. Once again, he's a senior, and he will be one of those players that we miss on many of these Mepham teams. But back to the points. Once again, Calhoun's in first with 41, Mepham's in second with 30, and so on. Pretty much the same points here. We're waiting on the updated version, but
So
that we will not get right now.
I
As we are
believe now,
taking on another race.
instead of 3 scoring races for the 200 meter, now we are moving into the non-scoring races, as coaches can put as many kids as they want. If you see all 6 lanes filled up, and they're off.
Mepham has another lead here. Third Mepham lead. Who knows what will happen though? Once we said it, like we said, it always comes down to that last minute.
Down to the home stretch, and Mepham takes it, followed by Jericho.
3 for 3 here at for Mepham High School at Mepham High School. This is definitely what they like to see.
Yeah, it really is. Even though that wasn't a scoring round, still great for the team to be able to celebrate their win of the non-scorers, and hopefully bring some excitement to the team and hopefully motivate them to do better, or increase their score.
We have a replay here showing us about this last race, showing Mepham once again with the lead and taking it for the third time in a row. We are off with another race here on the track, waiting for them to get set. And what is it called? The referee? I think it's called the referee here to get ready also. He's checking a little bit of things with coaches, it looks like, for right now, and players, but the referee, we're just going to wait for him to get set.
Arm is out. Gun is in the air. And they're off. If you see, again, a lot of blue in this race. I believe only consisting of Calhoun and Herricks.
Yes, it is. No Mepham or Jericho in this race.
I believe it is only Herricks, actually.
I think there's one Calhoun kid.
So you see Herricks down and
Maybe
Herricks
more than
takes it.
one. There's a few. It's a mix. It's a mix there. As Herricks takes that win. So yeah. As we continue this track meet once again, another long jump, high jump you just saw there, underway. Another race underway here, as it's majority Mepham. And Mepham has the lead, obviously, because it's only Mepham kids here in this race. Hey, there's my boy Rodney again. There's Rodney running fast. But Sam Duarte, it looks like, takes the lead and takes first place in this run. Yeah, once again, got friends on the track team, and so yeah, so congratulations to Sam Duarte, one of those friends, on his win right there.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay here, we do have Sam Duarte pulling in front of his friends on the Mepham track team, and he is able to take it.
What a win by Sam Duarte on that replay. And we have another Mepham, all Mepham runners here. Let's see if Mepham can take the lead here again. And arm is out, gun is in the air, and they are off here as Mepham is in the lead once again here at Mepham High School. A full bracket of Mepham runners here.
Now Mepham in first, second, and third in this race.
Oh no, let's not forget about 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th here in this race.
That's true. No matter what, every single position will be a Mepham Pirate.
Yeah, we'll be a Mepham Pirate winner.
As Mepham takes it.
As Mepham takes it. Oh my god. So unexpected there. Such the underdog story for Mepham right now.
Yeah, very highly dominated Mepham race right there.
We know you guys love hearing us out there in the universe of viewers. But, yeah, so
I believe that is the end of the 200 meters. So the replay here, we see Mepham followed by Mepham.
that takes us to our 9th event,
Which
I believe.
is the 3200.
Which is the 32 hundo. Let's say 32 hundo. That's right. 3,200.
Yeah, this
3,200 meters. That's right.
8 laps around the track.
Dang, man. It's very far.
So, for the lanes of the 3200, we have again a waterfall start, meaning everyone starts at the same point in a straight line. And for the heats, there's only one heat with all the scorers and non-scorers together. But the non-scorers are probably going to wear their jerseys inside out, just so the people, like us, won't really get confused between the scorers and the non-scorers of this event. The runners for Mepham, Jake Edelson.
Guys, get your popcorn, get your drinks, because we are in store for a long race here. On average, these things usually take about 10 to 15 minutes. That's right, 10 to 15 minutes. The fastest run by Mepham track stars was 10:29 and 10:48. So on average, we're looking at about 10 to 15 minutes here. So grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, kettle corn, goldfish, Cheez-Its, crackers, anything you want. Even some mac and cheese while we're at it, guys. You can grab this, some fruit punch, some lemonade, some milk if you choose.
Lemonade with no ice.
Lemonade with no ice is my preference. Yeah, so as we are about to go underway with our next race, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's not much to say there, but it's gonna be a long one, guys. So get ready.
Yeah, most of these kids have probably not participated in a race today, just to try and save their stamina. This one's for the big boys,
Yeah, man, you gotta have a lot of skill and talent, and endurance and energy and strength to do this. So, I don't even know. I mean, is there more than one of these? I don't think so, right?
No.
Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah, a very few amount. Because as I said before, the non-scorers and scorers are all participating in this 3200.
So, as we are about to take off with this next race, as the referee is talking to the runners right now, Neof, what's up? How was your day today?
I mean, my day was pretty good.
Out of all the questions, we didn't ask how each other's day was. I mean, I asked you, like, how do you feel about being here, but how was your day? You have any tests today? Any studying you have to do? Gun is in, hands in the air, gun is in the air. We'll resume that in a second. And they're off. This is a 10-minute race, so.
Yeah, we see that the
so how was your day?
The jogging off the start. Here.
Yeah, jogging off the start, because it's going to be a long one, so might as well get the endurance here. How was your day?
My day was pretty good. Got an AP exam coming up in about a week and a half. But yeah, day was pretty good.
That's
How was
good.
yours?
It's pretty good. But back on track, we have one Mepham runner here, and the rest are Calhoun, and then we have one Herricks. No Jericho runners in this race here. But once again, it's going to be a long one, guys. So we are off, turning the corner here near the Mepham Pirates scoreboard and the American flag there.
Yeah, I just want to take a minute to, compliment these runners. We got Jake Edelson from Mepham.
We are back. Just before we continue that, the score updates are in. This race matters for Mepham and Calhoun here, as the total scores are 43 points Calhoun, 40 points Mepham, 23 points Herricks, and 7 points for Jericho. So, guys, this matters. We still have 3 events after this, but this is a long one, guys, so keep in store. This race does matter in the total outcome for this this track meet, just like every other one did. But this means something here, as Mepham could possibly take the lead overall here in this race.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan.
But back to you. What were you saying?
So the runners here, we have, I believe, 5 scoring runners. We have for Mepham, Jake Edelson. Calhoun, we got Jonathan Seferator. We got Matthew Belmonts, Gavin Giordano, and for Herricks, we got Augusta Radishankar. Really great, props here from both of us.
Yeah, props from both of us.
For taking on this challenge.
And for most of these runners that are doing it, they've been doing it all season and more than one season. So the fact that they do this every single track meet is very impressive, and the fact that they do this for practice and they do this for all of that, I just want to say is very impressive. But back to track. Here, Jake Edelson trailing in third. 2 Calhoun runners are in first and second. Not too much distance in between them, but there is a wide gap in between the 2 Calhoun runners in first and second, and Jake Edelson in third.
Yeah,
So
we just crossed about the quarter mark of this 3,200. There's still a lot of time to go. A lot of ground can be made up, but you just got to make sure that you're pacing yourself and not trying to waste all your energy early on.
yeah, like I said, this is like the third lap of 8. So get ready for a long one. We have an interview over at the interview camera. Over to you guys.
Thanks, guys. I'm back after running my 110 hurdle race where, I'm not going to lie, I got rolled. Very unrepresentative race of my hurdling skills, but you want to know who isn't rolled? Kurt Yee, who's standing right back here with me. The Herricks Jr., he just went back-to-back in the 100 and the 200. He won the 100 with a 10.7 and then came back, almost won the 200, just barely got edged up by Dominic with a time of 22.7. So what do you think of your performance today?
Honestly, I'm pretty happy with my performance. I definitely PR'd in the 100, but not sure. It's a little bittersweet, because having a PR like that, but then at the same time having like a really win-aided time, I felt a little disappointed that I didn't get a race Dominic because he false started in the beginning, or originally false start, but he didn't get set in time.
Confusion with the starter.
Yeah,
That'll do that to you.
And then also, I was happy about the PRing definitely. Like the time was nice, but I'm just a little upset I didn't get a race him. That's all.
Yeah, so you think you're obviously gonna get your shot at him back here in 2 weeks at divisions.
Mm-hmm.
What is your mentality going into championship season?
Honestly, I am a little bit nervous, because Dominic, I've been seeing his stats online since last year. To me, honestly, he's kind of like a superstar. I don't really see myself on the same level as him, even though we did run the same time in the 100. So I'm definitely a little nervous going into it, but I'll try my best, obviously.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Kurt. I mean, a lot of people around Section 8 know Dom. I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot about Section 8, and I really didn't know you. You really came out and impressed. A lot of us turned a lot of heads, so you should be very proud of your performance. Great job today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And now, we're going to send it back up to Nadoff and Ryan with more of the 3,200.
Thank you, Matt Mano. As we continue this very long race, and I'm wondering why Matt Mano himself is not in this race. Matt, come on. I expect better from you. Come on. But back here in the booth, Calhoun holds the first 3 spots in this race so far. First, second, and third. That's right. And fourth. Jake Edelson trails in 5th with a decent gap between him and the first place runner. Now, is this a strategy or is he just falling behind is the question here.
I mean, we are only halfway into this race.
Yes, of course, yes. But as this race has been progressing, we've fallen a little bit back and a little bit back and a little bit back. So is him just taking his time, and then he's going to come and just jet? I wonder. That's what we've seen tonight. So,
I mean, yeah, it's always good to save your stamina for the last lap. Try and catch up some ground there. But it's never good to be this far behind.
nah.
Because really, the people in front of you could be doing the same thing as you.
That's like the distance of, like we said before, that's a pretty much 200, now 250 meter gap. So that's one race by itself. That's one race and some. So it's never good to be that far behind.
Yeah, it really let's just see here if Jake Edelson can start to turn off the jets, give it his all, and try and gain some ground here, as we now have a new Calhoun kid who has overtaken in first place.
Like we said before, it all changes so fast. So, but once again, Jake Edelson trails a little bit far behind the 3rd and 4th place runners here.
As
He
we
is catching up a little bit more, though.
have
so.
a little update on the standings. Calhoun in first place with 43 points. Mepham 3 behind in second with 40. Herricks in third with 23. And Jericho in fourth with 7.
Guys, once again, after this, as we're only about halfway through, we still have the 4x400 meter relay, the 4x100 meter relay, and the 4x800 meter relay. Let me just tell you, the 800 is 2 times around the track. So 2 times by 2 times by 2 times. Think about that. That is like, well, let's see. You have 4. That's a 30. That's this.
That is this.
That's this. So.
But it's just each
Different
member,
runners.
Yeah, each
So.
member of the 4-person tandem are only running a fourth of only running an 800, which is why it's called the 4x800.
Thank you so much, Nina, for telling me that. I didn't know. Learn something every day. There's Matt Mano. If we can get a shot on him in the middle of the field with his shoes. Don't know what he's doing there. Oh no, he's got a drawstring bag. But anyway, back on the race. We have a long jump going on over there. Did pretty well too. Landed pretty far. But as we continue,
I believe we're on the 6th lap or 7th lap.
I think fifth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we will find out, I guess.
That's
So.
true, we will.
I think we just got clarification that it is the 5th lap. But once again, we will find out when the race is over.
That is true. As the first place Calhoun kid just finished a lap. Don't know what number. Probably the 5th. So now it's the 6th lap. But yeah, still got a good chunk of this race to go. Never know. Jake Edelson needs to start turning up the heat now. You know, try to make up some ground.
Back up here. Ain't no way. That's Mr. Stein there on the field, drinking his Diet Coke. What a legend. What a legend. We love Mr. Stein here at BMB. And he loves his Diet Coke.
He does.
Along
You're
with this
right.
program and with us too. So
I think the Diet Coke maybe a little bit more. You know.
no. I think we have a place in his heart deep down. I don't even think it's deep down. I think it's like right there. You know. Mr. Stein cares about us a lot. We care about him. So, back to this amazing track meet here. Once again, it is still close, 43-40. Calhoun over Mepham. The 2 teams in 1st and 2nd place. Calhoun, it's looking like Calhoun will get points for this and bring them up a little bit. But once again, we said before, everything changes in an instant. So, who knows what will this outcome be here.
So we see someone from Calhoun is getting set for a long jump.
But here, as the race just ended here, 2 Calhoun kids finished. 3, my bad. 3, and we have
Jake Edelson finishing up now, despite not
coming
pulling
in
off
5th,
the
I
win.
believe. Coming in 5th, as there's 4 Calhoun kids who just finished recently, and Jake Edelson, who just took 5th place.
Yeah.
Calhoun looking like they're going to grab some points for that win as we finish the last ends of this race.
Despite
yeah.
for Jake Edelson not placing
This is 3,200.
Yeah, exactly.
Meter. So
it's impressive in this
Yeah.
in itself that you even have the courage to take
step
on
up
the
and take initiative
strong
and do this,
force
so,
of
yeah.
the 3,200. 8 long and tiring laps around the track.
Agreed. But now, coming up, we have the one and only. Ready for this? relays. Yes, sir. We have the 4x400-meter relay. That is one time around the track. Oh my God. Track 4 times by 4 different runners sharing this distance. And honestly, I'm pretty psyched.
Hey, you want to tell us what the 4x400 is about?
The 4x400. That's a great question. It's a great question. The 4x400 is they start in lanes, obviously, and then they have the 2-turn stagger, so they can turn and stuff like that. And then they have the first leg runs in the lane. Second leg takes the baton in the lane after when they toss it off after the first time that they run 400. So they're going to be passing a baton around after they complete their first lap around the track. Once again, this is a 4-person race consisting of each person running 400 meters, and then at the end, passing off a baton. Once again, this is very difficult to do, and it's very hard to run with a baton.
Yeah, you're right, Ryan. Even like passing off the baton, it's extremely hard to, while in stride, pass the baton to the next runner.
Yes, without stopping. Let me just say, without stopping and without
Exactly.
running into anyone. Like our sports analyst Basilia said, it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard.
Yeah, a common mistake for a lot of relays is that sometimes the baton does not get passed off, cleanly, which can easily cost a team the race.
Yeah. And let me just say, the people that participate in this event, they practice it all, every single day, every single practice, and they do it to the T.
Yeah. For Mepham in the 4x400, we have Isaiah Contreras, BMB's very own Matthew Mano, Ramadal, and someone that is to be determined.
Ooh, a little bit mysterious.
That's right. So we see the long jump.
Sports analyst Basilia here giving us some hand motions and going mysterious. So we agree it is mysterious here in the booth. We do not know who is going to be this 4th member. Do you know who's going to be the 4th member? If you had a guess, who's going to be the 4th member? I think it's going to be Max Jody.
See, I would either guess him or Chris Norris.
Or, yeah.
One of the two.
I know, but then think about it. Then we also have the 4x100. So who do you think is going to run that if we're running the 4x400 with Matt Mano? The one and only Matt Mano. Matt Mano. Sorry, there was a glitch in the mic. Sorry,
okay.
guys. Nah, it was Matt Mano, guys.
Just another congratulations to Matt Mano on committing to Cornell.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
For the long-awaited Matt Mano college
Yes.
decision.
It's been a while.
Yep, it has. So many options he had. The final two between Michigan and Cornell. He ended up going with Cornell.
Yeah. It's a long-awaited decision. So, anyway, let's continue here with them getting ready. Looks like they're taking a little bit of a break right now.
We see a high jump as Mepham is not able to clear the rope. It's like they're getting set up for the relay.
As we're taking a little bit of an intermission here before the start of these relays, we'll just give it a little bit of silence for a minute here as we wait for these races to kick off after this little bit of an intermission. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the booth. As we are back from that little bit of an intermission here, let's just talk about a little bit of a recap of this event. It's been a long one, but let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so we got so far Calhoun, who is out in front by just a couple points over Mepham. And then Herricks, who out of these 4 teams is the highest in the league, is in 3rd place. So we see now Calhoun is getting ready for a long jump. He's off. Being a track runner, it must be, a really long day at these track meets. Kind of just, sitting
100%.
around.
And let's just say, after they run, they also have to wait for everyone else to finish, and especially if your event is in the beginning of the day, of the meet, that's a long day afterwards. So it's definitely tiring and definitely it's a hard thing to do, and it's definitely, if you're on this team, it takes a lot of skill and a lot of talent. So
Yeah, for example, right? If your first event, if you're running 2 events, one of them being the 400-meter hurdles, and your other one being the 4x800 meter, you have to wait a good 2 hours in between events. It gives, if these track meets give time.
Mepham anymore got moved, and we have a Mepham baseball game currently happening behind us, which is definitely happening because we hear the fans and the warm-up music, and I just saw a player from the other team, not Mepham, but the other team, obviously, in the outfield not even 30 seconds ago. So that game is definitely still here. But yeah, maybe we can get a shot of the baseball game from the tower cam, possibly, but we will not say anything for certain, as we hopefully will start after this intermission soon. Happening. So we are back here. We are working on getting a shot of the baseball game, hopefully soon. But so yeah.
Actually, turns out we just found out that.
So baseball is over. It ended 30 seconds ago.
And also softball is over. That's probably why they.
So I guess they mercied. I guess they mercied them
Or
because that's the only way to get out of here
maybe
that fast.
they had an early game.
No, I know they actually started after this. So they were supposed to end. I'm the baseball correspondent here for BMB for Mepham baseball, and they were supposed to end later tonight around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So they were definitely not supposed to end. So I'm gonna reach out to a few of the players and a few of my connections and see what the final score was. So yeah, I am 100% sure that they were versing Great Neck South tonight here at Mepham High School. So yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, we've had a pretty good meet here today. Just 3 more events left. Got the 3 relays: the 400, the 100, and the 800. Let's just see who is able to come out on top. Will Calhoun keep their lead, or will Mepham, Herricks, or maybe even Jericho storm back and take the lead and, win the meet? Certainly be helpful for all of these teams to get another win in that win column to increase their rank in the overall league standings.
Yes, 100%. It looks like runners are starting to get set after the short but long intermission at the same time. Hopefully we will get started. We're looking for an interview currently with Calhoun runner. There you go. Thank you.
This isn't Cars. We are not.
Cars
watching
was a
NASCAR. And now we
cinematic
have an interview.
piece of art. But now we have an interview, so let's throw it over.
All right, thanks, guys. It's time to give some field events some love. I'm here now with the winner of the long jump from Calhoun, Andrew Hutchinson. So, Andrew, first of all, you jumped 19:10. That is the farthest jump at Mepham outside of the Limmer Invitational this season. We've already hosted 3 meets. So, what do you think about your performance today?
I'm just really happy because I haven't gotten over 19 and a half in a while. So, almost PR'd today, but maybe next time.
Chasing that elusive 20-foot jump. How close are we, and what do we think we need to do to get that?
I've gotten 20 before, so.
Okay, so
My goal is to get 21.
All right, so 21. Okay, so 21. What is the missing piece to a 21-foot jump?
I don't have any hitch kick and no arm movement, so I have to work on my technique. It's still my first year, but yeah, I'll get there eventually with time. So.
All right, a bright future for this long jumper. So now we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it back where we hopefully have the 4x4. Nana and Ryan are on the call.
Hello, guys.
Matt.
Yeah, hello, guys, and welcome back to the booth. It's me, Ryan Marr, alongside Matt Nadoff. How's it going? We are back.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just got an interview from the long jump winner for Calhoun. Really hard event to win and place in. You need to have that agility, long strides, able to push yourself further into the sand and stick the landing.
Yeah, 100%. We've seen it all night here as it's starting to get dark here. So I can say night now, guys. But yeah, hopefully we will resume soon as we are still getting set up and still going through a little bit of an intermission between the relays part of this track meet. Nadoff, do you have anything to expand on this subject?
I guess really on the topic of relays, I'll remind what the relays actually are and how they're ran. So for the first relay, 4x400, 4 people run. You start in lanes. There are 2 turn staggers. The first leg runs in the lane, and the second leg takes the baton, which is one of the hardest things to perfect.
But here we are off in this relay section of this track meet. Say what? Yes, sir. Sorry, guys, a little hyped here for this.
As
this
it is
relay.
Maximo Chiotti.
Yes, I told you, man. I told you. He is running very fast here. He caught right a little bit, just got a little bit behind Calhoun now, who's in first. But here we go. We see it. Calhoun took a little bit bigger of a lead now by 13 points. They had the 3-point lead before with 43 points, and Mepham had 40, so they gained 2 points. But once again, Calhoun is back in a big lead. So Mepham really needs these relays points.
Yeah, as we are coming down the home stretch of the first lap, here's the most important part, the baton toss. Calhoun smoothly and Mepham smoothly so far. Now it is Isaiah Contreras for Mepham, trying to catch up to Calhoun. So we have Herricks in third and Jericho in fourth. Calhoun with a big lead over Mepham. So they're around the halfway mark of the second lap. Calhoun's still out in front. So we're now on the final leg of the second lap. Next runner's getting ready for the baton.
I believe that is Isaiah Contreras for Mepham. Calhoun still leading. Herricks in third, but Mepham still in second, and they need these points.
Yeah.
So Mepham's really got to catch up right now
Calhoun with
and take
a
this.
clean baton toss. So they are now on their third lap. And Calhoun just increasing their lead over Mepham and Herricks. As we have the sophomore Noah Mack running for Mepham. You know, just trying to catch up to Calhoun, who have a very commanding lead right now. Mepham and Herricks very close, though.
So we hear still Calhoun is in first. Mepham's in second. Noah Mack, sophomore for Mepham High School, running.
Final
Still in
toss.
second, though. Once again, they need these points.
Yeah.
So can Mepham catch up and do it and possibly take this track meet and increase their overall record and put them in a better spot as Calhoun track runner is running as fast as possible here in this 400-meter relay.
Just about 200 meters to go.
Calhoun's got about a 50-meter head start here, 50-meter lead. Mepham's about 50 meters behind here.
And Herricks.
But who knows, man? Anything could happen here. This
true.
is Mepham High School, home of the Mepham Pirates.
That's right.
Once
As
a pirate,
we are
always a pirate.
Down to about the final 100 meters. Calhoun's still out in front. Mepham gaining a little bit. But as we enter the home stretch, don't think it'll be enough. And Calhoun will take the 4x400 relay, followed by Mepham. And in third place, we have Herricks. Really great race, showing off, you know, the precision to perfectly get those 3 baton handoffs. You know, if you drop the baton, it really can cost you. One of the biggest parts of why these relays are very hard to do well in.
But Calhoun takes it with a huge lead. Mepham comes in second, and once again, Herricks comes in third. We will get the updated standings after these relays, but we are moving on to the 4x100 meter relay, and it is going to be a good one. This will be a shorter one than what we just saw, much quicker.
Yeah.
Then we end with the big one. The 4x800, but here is the finish by Calhoun on the replay. Thank you guys in the control room for that. But once again, Mepham needs these points.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's possible for them to win it or take it, or any team to take it now from now on. But because Calhoun has a huge lead, but it doesn't matter because they still got to try and they still got to keep working hard.
As now we're going to move into the 4x100 relay, which is where there are 2 staggered turns and runners stay in their assigned lane. For the heats, there's one, maybe more heats, but there's 1 scoring team per school. Scorers and non-scorers are together, and non-scorers will probably wear their jerseys inside out, just to prevent confusion. So, for the Mepham Pirates running in the 4x100, we have Oladeji, Norris, Scott, and Inzarella, whose best time is 44.6 seconds.
Here we are about to take off as we are about in this little intermission here at Mepham High School. It's getting dark. It's getting dark here at 7:24 p.m. here on Monday, May 1st. The start of May. Nothing like a track meet to start on a Monday, let alone the start of a month. Here as Mepham sports are starting to wind down here. Sports like baseball, softball, lacrosse, badminton, and once again track are starting to come to a close for their season. But still got a lot to do in this year. Still got 2 months. Still got finals at the end of the year along with regions, and AP tests are going on this week. So it's an action-packed rest of the year. Sad, but at the same time, happy to start a new year. It's all a part of growing up, man. All a part. So We are about to get underway here as runners start in their positions. Referee is getting put in his place, and he's just talking and checking in with certain people right now. So we're gonna do it.
As there has been a little change in who's running this for Mepham. It is Isaiah Contreras, Matt Mano, Josh Romdale, and someone who is to be determined. Very excited to see what BMB's very own Matt Mano is able to do in his 100 meters of the 4x100 meters, which equivalates to 1 full lap around the track with the baton tossing, which again is very hard to perfect and could be the
100%.
reason why some teams lose or win the race.
Here we go. We are about to go off as we start to go underway. Runners are going into their positions, and referee takes his spot. We're just clearing the track for a little bit here. Waiting a little bit here. Just taking a little brief intermission in between these plays here.
Yeah. Just a little reminder that the runners who are wearing the jerseys inside out or anything other than the normal jerseys for their school are non-scoring runners, and their times and where they place will not count, but they will be running at the same time as the scoring athletes for each school.
Yeah, so we're getting started hopefully soon. Getting ready for the next race here. I feel like I'm commentating soccer. So we are about to get underway here at Mepham High School. It is 7:28, Monday, May 1st, and we are getting underway with the second to last event of the night. Naof, how has it been broadcasting the first ever BMB track meet coverage here on BMB YouTube channel?
It really feels historic.
It does.
Different kind of sport than we normally do here. Used to doing stuff like football, basketball, volleyball. But, track is just to shake things up a little bit. It's different, and it really is enjoyable, and I've been having a great time calling this with you, Ryan.
Thank you so much. Yeah, oh, God. I had a very fun time doing this with you, too. I mean, it wasn't the best, I want to say shoot I've ever commentated, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun doing this first ever BMB coverage of a track meet with you here at Mepham High School, Monday, May 1st, 7:29 p.m. Getting ready, getting ready for the second to last event, and hopefully we start soon because we're losing daylight here, guys. And we are off here. It's the 100-meter relays.
So we have Sean Scott starting off for Mepham. So we have 4 clean baton tosses here.
Mepham's currently in first and has the lead. Mepham still in first, Calhoun in second, and of course, Jericho is in third.
Here comes
Jericho now in fourth, Herricks in third. Mepham still with a huge lead in first place.
Chris Norris in the home stretch.
And Mepham takes home the win, taking home them points and maybe possibly putting them a little bit higher in the scoreboard. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you really never know. As you take a look at the replay here, Chris Norris
Look at
with
this.
the really strong final 100 meters.
Took it and took off.
That's right, Ryan.
Without a doubt.
Able to increase Mepham's lead and secure them with points so they're able to possibly get back into this game, into this meet.
100% as we continue this track meet here. And we have our last event of the night. Wow, man. Feels like we started just yesterday. Not yesterday, just like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, our last event of the night being the 4x800 relay. This event
It's going to be a long one.
Yeah, it is.
It's 3,200 meters combined. This is the 10-minute race. But let's just keep in mind that it's each of them running 800 meters. So it might be a little bit faster as they're bringing in fresh runners as we go. But remember, 800 meters per runner is 2 laps around this track. So that is, let's just do the math. That is 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 laps. Wait, what? Yeah, that's 8 laps around this track. So it's going to be a long one, guys. Last one, on average, like we said, fastest time per runners was 10:26 and 10:45. So this is going to be average around 10 to 15 minutes. So like we said before, buckle up, get your popcorn, get your drinks, that fruit punch, lemonade with no ice. But yeah.
Yeah, for the 4x800 relay, it is a waterfall start, meaning, again, everyone will line
start
up.
in their own column and their own...
And now we have Matt Mano down. We're going to send it down to Matt Mano with an interview.
With 4 very special Mepham freshmen, this is the Throwers 4x1. I'm here with the Chamberlain twins, Thomas and Vincent, and BMB freshmen Nick Messina and Lucas Pangankar. So, first of all, I'm going to turn to our third leg and our anchor leg. First, Lucas, you were sliding on that anchor leg. How'd you feel?
I felt great. It was my first race in a while, and it's amazing.
Yeah, so I know all 4 of you, I'm going to turn to the Chamberlains here. I know all 4 of you were supposed to be on that 4x1 at Floral Park. Unfortunately, that meet got canceled due to inclement weather. If there was any, if there was a Throwers 4x1 that encompassed all of Section 8, what do you guys think you guys stand a chance to beat all the other Throwers 4x1s in Nassau?
I would have tried my best and ran as fast as I could. I haven't run in a while, so I would try my best.
I'm going to turn this over to Nick. You guys think you could beat, where do you guys think you would stack against other Nassau Thrower 4x1s?
Number one.
Number
We're
one?
the number one in the nation. Yeah.
You heard it here first. The number 1 Throwers 4x1 in the nation, and guess what? They're not even in full strength.
We got that dog.
Number one.
Yeah, you heard it here. We got that dog in us.
And now you just heard the sound of the gun.
Big dog gotta eat.
That's right. No, you just heard the sound of the gun. The 4x8 is off. It's the last race of the day. So Nadoff and Ryan, it's your final chance to call a track race. I know you're so excited about that. Take it away.
Thank you, Matt Mano, for that beautiful interview with Mepham Track Stars. Back to us up in the booth as we are going through this 4x800 meter relay off. Each of these runners is taking 2 laps around, passing off the baton. They take 2 laps, and it's so forth. So it's going to be a little long one, like we said, and buckle up.
Yeah, as we see here, the updated standings going into the final race. We have Calhoun in first place with 62 points, Mepham in second with 52, Herricks in third with 30, and Jericho in fourth with 2.
But yeah, like we see on the side here, Mepham is down by 10 points, first and second. Calhoun's in first with 62 points. We are in the last event of the night. Mepham is in second with 52. Herricks is in third with 30 points. And Jericho's in last with 7 points.
I believe that says 2 points.
I know, they had 7 before, though.
As we see now, just after the first 400 is completed, we have Calhoun out in front with Herricks in second and Mepham in third.
So yeah.
You see this first Calhoun runner with just about 200 meters left to his part of the 4x800.
Runners taking their second lap around.
We just saw Calhoun's first baton toss. So they are 1/4 of the way done with the race. Herricks also makes their first baton toss.
Mepham trailing a little bit far behind in this race, making their baton toss pretty soon.
Now have an updated score for Jericho with 9 points.
There we go. I knew something was a little off. Guys in the control room always fix everything. Shout out to them up there.
As we see on the left, this is our last and final event of the night. Our third and final relay as well. As we are just about 3 laps into this 4x800 relay.
Continuing here in this race. Mepham still trailing a little bit far behind here. But that's okay, you know. Like we said, everything comes down to the last minute here. So, who knows? Something might happen.
Yeah, you really never know. Calhoun, though, with a pretty commanding lead so far. About 100 meters.
Ryan, you guys break down, can you help Amy and Brady?
We're third runner in, I believe. Is that right?
I think we're about to hit that mark.
About to hit that mark here. Third runner in almost.
Yeah, Calhoun just about halfway done with their 4x800. Yep, as there's the baton toss, and Calhoun's third runner is off. Calhoun now with about a 200-meter lead over second place Herricks.
Continuing here on this match, this race. Will from Mepham here trying to finish this race here. Got to get to the other side. And tag in his next teammate for the third runner for Mepham here.
We see Calhoun just about to finish their 5th of the 8 laps. Right now, Calhoun does have about a 10-point lead over Mepham. So this race will, if they do pull it out, secure them the win, moving them up to 6 and 3 in the league standings.
Calhoun running it out here. Last runner, I believe, for Calhoun. Or maybe second to last. third runner. Like we said before, it's getting dark out here. 7:40, Monday, May 1st. Nothing like starting a May with a track meet, let alone a beautiful Monday night. So
That's right, Ryan. Calhoun almost finished with their 7 out of the 8 laps, meaning they have 400 meters to go in order to secure this relay and the track meet itself.
Calhoun finishing it out here. Their fourth runner. I guess that the Calhoun runner before was their third. But this track meet's coming to a close here. Like we said before, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the first ever coverage of a live track meet here at Mepham High School from BMB to you guys out there in the community. As always, it's a pleasure bringing you everything that we bring you. And we hope that you enjoyed. And hopefully we will bring you another track meet again next year. This is one of the last spring sports shoots that we will bring you, live streams that we will bring you for this year. This is the first and last track meet that we will cover this year. And once again, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan.
We will sign off in a little bit as this race is coming to an end.
Calhoun just now started their final lap around the track, trying to close out this meet with a win over Mepham, Herricks, and Jericho to move them ahead of Mepham in the league standings.
Q, are you going to have Thomas come out and do the Herricks?
He just passed the 200-meter mark on Calhoun's final lap. Race is coming to an end. Calhoun looking like they're going to take it unless there is a miracle.
In other words, what's the fast god? We got Flash. But that's not a god. We got Flash, unless we got Flash.
There it is.
And that is the track meet. Once Calhoun closes it, and Mepham closes it also, I believe. Maybe 2 more laps here for Mepham. Yep, 2 more laps here for Mepham to be ran. But that's pretty much it for this track meet on this BMB coverage.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll sign out soon.
Calhoun was able to take this track meet from Mepham,
Yeah.
Herricks, and Jericho.
And just before you continue, as you just saw on the camera, you just saw a little bit of the B&B crew cheer on the Mepham runner, and that's what we love to see here. So I love seeing that, and it's pretty cool that some B&B members are cheering on some fellow Mepham students here.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan.
But continue what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first, it's it's always a pleasure shooting these games.
As much fun as it is for us, we hope that you guys enjoy it, and that's the cherry on top of on the Sunday.
Yeah, but also for like the camera ops and people like that, it's a great way of them being able to cheer on their friends who they don't normally see in this type of environment. I bet you many people have not been, and many people on the shoot have not been to a track meet of their friends until now, and they're able to cheer them on and give them some motivation to finish strong.
Yeah, Mepham's on his final lap here of the night, the final lap of the night. Here we go, BMB kids cheering on Mepham once again. Love to see it. Yes, sir. Once again, this is the last lap of the night. BMB brought to you this amazing track meet here at Mepham High School. It's Monday, May 1st, and it is 7:45 p.m. as we are about to close this track meet live stream. But we're on our last lap here for Mepham.
Yeah, just about a half a lap left. Let's see
Pretty
if we
much.
can finish it off strong.
And we have some people in the way. People in the way. People in the way.
Oh, and he hits him with the baton.
Yeah. Say what? That didn't happen. We definitely did not get that on camera.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Mepham almost about 200 yards, I want to say, away from finishing off this track meet for tonight.
There you go.
Coming
Picking
in
up the
second
speed.
place overall, picking up the speed.
Coming down the home stretch.
And he's doing it, he's doing it, he's doing it, he's doing it, and he is almost there. And that is the track meet. Closed out by Mepham. And that was the 4x800 meter relay. That's it from us for tonight. This was BMB's first ever coverage of a track meet here at Mepham High School. It's Monday, May 1st, 7:47 p.m. That's been it from us, and we will see you all next time.